G'day folks, Connor here from CW's Tech Reviews, back with another video, and today we're doing my full review of the Fujifilm X-A7. So without further ado, hit that like button and the subscribe button, and let's get stuck into my video. Let's go. Now, before we get started, there is links down below to Amazon, eBay, and Fujifilm to pick up one of these cameras. Yes, affiliate links, but I'm not forcing you to buy it. That's your choice. The X-A7 is a follow-up from the Fujifilm X-A5. And just going by the spec sheet, you're looking at some pretty cool upgrades. And I think some upgrades that you're all going to be happy with. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the X-A5, you are still going to be quite impressed with the X-A7. I guess we've got to talk straight away about the sensor, and it's a 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor and a newly developed one. Those new developments within that sensor take advantage of the copper wiring for fast autofocus and phase detection, and it really does a great job of that, which you'll see in some clips shortly. It also really assists with tracking faces and eye detection in low light, and the camera performs quite well in areas where you have to use high ISO. This is 24 frames per second. It's pretty low light. As you can see, the sun's set. It's blue hour, I would say. The autofocus is still zoning in on my face and my eye. Not too bad, it's doing a good job. If I move into the shadows, it's a bit of a different story, but considering how dark it actually is right now, it's not too bad. This is ISO 1000. And the X-A7 also gets some really nice 4K video. The X-A7, you can film in 4K 24 frames per second, 1080p, 24, 25, 30 frames per second, 50 and 60 frames per second. And I'm pretty impressed with the footage. I think it's pretty good. I mean, this is a vlogging camera. This is a throw in your bag, walk around, do some street photography, party photography, sort of entry-level photography camera. And the images you get out of this 24 megapixel sensor are quite good, and I mean quite good when it comes to photography and video. For you vloggers, you want to be entrepreneurial vloggers, the 4K, the flippy screen, the high ISO, it's all looking pretty good for vlogging. Now, if I can just bring your attention back to the flippy screen, because for all vloggers, you want a flippy screen. And the X-A7 has one of the best flippy screens I've seen for two reasons. One, the size of it. 3.5 inch, 16:9 aspect ratio comes in at a really nice size. And not only that, but the image that comes out of it, I find amazing, really crisp, really clear. I think they're saying it's the equivalent to like 1000 candela brightness or something like that. And that just means it's really bright. So at 24 and 30 frames per second, you get some really nice smooth readouts, and it enables the footage to look nice and crisp without too much over sharpening or looking too digital. I'm really impressed with the quality of the 4K on the Fujifilm X-A7. But it doesn't stop there. You've also got 24 frames, 25, 30, 60, and 4K, 24, 25, and 30. So if you need to record your vlog in different settings, slow motion, 4K, you're covered here with the X-A7. Now, one of the things I really like about the X-A7 is you get the smart menu. And this enables you to flick through different modes that you might want to use for your photography or your video. But you don't just get to flick through them. You can slide your finger across the screen and you can view the image before and after, what it's going to look like when you select the different modes within the camera. And it allows you to develop a certain style of your own within the Fujifilm software. And when I talk about the use of the screen, I'd have to say that, you know, if you're like coming from a smartphone to your first camera, your first mirrorless camera, that transition for you is going to be quite easy. This flippy screen looks incredibly sharp, like a smartphone. And the menu itself, the smart menu, is quite similar to that of a smartphone as well. So making that transition from smartphone photographer vlogger to mirrorless camera photographer vlogger is going to be really easy. And not only that, you're going to be really impressed with the quality jump from a smartphone to a camera. With that vari-angle too, you know, you can do your whole flippy screen thing and compose your shots up high like this, or if you run and gun down low, you would be able to see what you're filming without having to do all the guesswork. True flippy screen convenience. Now, in my time using the X-A7, I was really impressed with a couple of things. One of them is how light it is. It's so light, it's so easy to carry around. You can have it, I mean, it was almost lighter than my tripod. I mean, it's just sat light and easy and quite easy to just hold and vlog. No stress whatsoever. If you got it on a tripod, even better. So it's compact, lightweight design. This 15 to 45mm kit lens adds a little bit of bulk on it, but not much. I mean, that's pretty small footprint for a mirrorless camera, and it's very light. Now, when we're talking about design and build, I must say I'm really impressed with that typical Fuji look. And it does have that. It's almost every Fuji camera is nostalgic and has that longevity to the look of it. And I really like that, I really appreciate it. It's got the 3 dials on top, one button for firing off your photography, the other button for starting the video, and it's nice and simple and intuitive to use. So you can go between manual mode, sports mode, landscape mode, and I've really enjoyed just carrying this around, just casual photography, just snapping photos because of its design, because it's lightweight, because of the image quality. And I'll put up some examples here. You can see the photos that I've been getting with this. Put it into manual mode, experiment, and get the photos you want. And if you want to get nice and arty and creative, you have all those other special modes you can choose from. And some of those modes you've got like pop color, high key, low key, dynamic tone, miniature. So you've got all these fun creative modes to play with. And like I said, you can slide back and forth across your screen to see how the image is going to look before you change it. And this is called Advanced SR Auto. This is where the camera does all the work for you. You just choose the way you want it to look and it changes all the settings for you. All you got to do is point and shoot. And that's one of the great things. And that's what you want in a vlogging camera. You want to point and shoot. You want to get the job done quickly. You're not in there making cinematic, like high-end Hollywood films. You're making good quality vlogging films. And this is what you want to be looking at. This camera is up there with like a Canon M50 and some of your Sony ones, which are a lot heavier in the price range. I mean, this is coming in at $1,000 retail in Australia. Now, it also gives you that enhanced connectivity to be able to connect straight to your smartphone and upload straight away. So if you're a gram addict, an Instagram addict, you can be taking your photos and your short clips and uploading them, transferring them across to your phone and uploading straight from there. And this is something I like to do. Look, I love sharing my photography on the go with my friends and family. But it's really hard to, while you're in the mode, you're doing your photography, and then you come home, go into Lightroom, change it all up, and then send them from there. I like to do it on the fly because I'm in the mode, I'm in the moment. So I like to connect to my camera, download to my phone, and share it via WhatsApp or whatever method I choose from there to be able to share on the go. And the Fujifilm X-A7 gives you that connectivity. It also gives you the Fujifilm camera remote control, so you can operate it wirelessly as well. Now, are there many things I have not covered in this review? Probably. Are you going to be upset about that? Probably not, because I can assure you, and you can see from these images that they're putting out good quality images with good vibrant colors. It's not overly saturated. My reaction when taking photos with the X-A7 was, wow, this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be because of the price range where it sits. But I was definitely impressed with the image quality. Couple of little areas for improvement. Microphone port is not your standard 3.5mm. It is 2.5, and that's a little bit annoying. It means you're going to have to go out and buy another adapter if you've got a Rode microphone already or a similar microphone with 3.5mm jack. You're going to need an adapter. I think Fujifilm would not have done that if they could have their time again with it. And the other one is your base ISOs dropping down to 200. Do I think the Fujifilm X-A7 has a place in today's market? I definitely do. And it's for you young creatives that are transitioning from a smartphone photography background to a mirrorless camera. This is up there. Fujifilm have a long history in photography, and it is evident in this product. It is evident in the photos that this camera produces. So get amongst it. Get out there and do some photography and some vlogging with the X-A7. I turned it on, went to the menu, and within minutes, I was fully controlling the camera the way I wanted to because it was very intuitive. It's like, there was no question marks in the menu for me. I knew what everything was for, and I knew how to navigate forwards, backwards, up, down. It was all very simple. get amongst it. The Fujifilm X-A7. Thanks for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. If you've made it this far, please do hit that like button and comment down below on what your favorite part of the video was. I, for one, I'm going outside. I'm going to start doing some more photography and vlogging with the Fujifilm X-A7. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Check out.